they woke up. I'd have to ditch something. Nutritious. Something tells me those are Bergren's missing hunters. Okay then.
Who's
Let's see
that?
if this thing can work for
What
me.
do you think she's doing?
Yeah, this is our court. Never say no to an extra bow in a fight.
Whatever. Just don't let her steal all the good kills. Outlander. What was all that about? What game are you playing here?
I'd have to leave something else behind. I'm a friend. Bergren sent me, told me you might need some help.
That Oseram blowhard in Song's Edge? Did he pretend to be concerned for us?
We're doing fine. We don't need to be looked after like children.
That's not the way Bergren tells it. He says you tried to settle up with him using a shattered Thunderjaw heart.
What? That's an exaggeration. It was only broken in two.
Urkai, we don't have time for this. Come on, boys, back to the hunt. We still need 2 more of Bergren's components.
What's the rush?
We want out of these lands as soon as possible. That's all you need to know.
Why are you leaving the cut?
Well, we could go back to Banor. Let undercut slit our throats.
By the blue light, Urkai. Why don't you just write our story in the snow for any passing hunter to read? We had a dispute with the chieftain of our old Werak. We thought someone else should have been in charge. He disagreed.
It seemed like a good time to move on, so we're traveling to the Sundom.
From here to the Sundom. It's a long trip.
Seems worth it. Sometimes survival is about knowing when to leave and where to go.
Yeah, and in this case, survival means us getting as far away as we can from Banor. We've seen enough red snow.
What's the plan once you get there? What will survival be about then?
Look, All that matters is that we get there. And to do that, we need shards. So if you'll excuse us.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Berggren,
Let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrand.
Like him? Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw. And
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time someone brings up that stupid heart.
So this Thunderjaw heart you brought Berggren,
let me ask you this, all right? Why would it matter that the heart was broken into 2 pieces? Can't you just stick it back together?
Of course you can't just stick it back together.
I just meant...
Oh, I bet that scam artist Arsarim could. He just wants to send us on another stupid errand.
Oh, he's not so bad. I like Bergrand.
Like him? Tulamat, he sent us out in the snow to nearly die under the feet of a Thunderjaw. And
Boys, shut up! Ugh! Every time...
I've got the Scorcher Claw Berggren was asking for. That only leaves the Stalker Sinew and the Snap Maw Fang.
You should hold on to it. You're coming along to the next hunt after all, aren't you?
I suppose somebody's got to keep you 3 out of trouble.
Fine. I guess you'll have to tag along then. But don't start thinking you're one of us. The bloody snowdrifts aren't accepting new hunters.
bloody snowdrifts? That's what you want to call our Warrack?
Yeah, it's not great to tie.
Oh, it's not like your names are any better.
We're headed northwest, to the ruins near Hollow Hall. We'll be waiting.
Oh, the winters. Coming at once. There's the herd. Everyone ready?
Are you joking? We were born ready. Let's go get them, flaming skulls.
Nope, that's awful.
It is a pretty bad name. Good effort, though, Urkai.
Forget it. Let's just go kill something.
ride it.
I don't know about you three, but I feel better.
No space.
Aloy, did you get that component?
That's it.
That's another part down. One more and you'll have what you need to pay off Bergrund.
Starting to feel real, you know. I'm starting to believe we're really gonna get out of here. Honestly, I wasn't sure we'd survive a week without Nakoni. But here we are.
Who's Nakoni?
Nakoni was... she was a friend of ours. She challenged the chieftain for control of the Werak.
She didn't make it.
No. If you're gonna tell this story, tell it true. She was murdered.
Is this why you left Ben-Or? Because of this business with Nakoni and your chieftain?
Onakut knew Nukoni was our mentor, our friend. We couldn't stay.
That final night, we snuck back to camp, packed what we could, and left.
Like cowards.
What are we to Tai? We are Banuk, aren't we? Survive and prevail. That's what we do.
It's not what she did.
Nakoni challenged the chieftain. Why?
Onikup wrapped himself in power and authority the way some people wrap themselves in furs. If you were willing to fawn over him and sing false songs to him, you might get a spot on the best hunts. The Werak split into two. Those willing to lick the bottoms of Onikut's feet, and the rest of us, waiting for things to get better.
Until Nakoni.
She was the best and bravest of us. She was the one who took a stand.
What happened? How did you lose Nakoni?
She challenged the chieftain to a hunting competition. Onikut, damn him! He wasn't nearly the hunter Nakoni was. But who comes back to the camp after the trial? Onikut, grinning like a snap maw, crowing, "Oh, where's little Nakoni?"
We tracked Nukoni through the woods. Found her not far from the trailhead.
Their damn neck snapped.
I don't want to remember her like that. Sometimes that memory, it's all I can think of.
I'm sorry to Tai. It sounds like she meant a lot to you. To all of you. I'm sorry for what you've been through.
It's nice to be heard. Thank you, Emily.
Look, it doesn't matter, okay? What happened in Bonoware is buried in Bon for ourselves, right?
Oh, the burning turkeys? Seriously?
It rolls off the tongue.
Sort of like vomit?
So, where to next?
There's a lake just west of here. Seems like a good place to find a snapmaw fang. We'll meet you there.
If you beat us there, just wait by the campfire. We'll be along.
Maybe Tatai's right. Maybe we should have stayed in Fall.
Looks good. Can't carry more. No sign of them yet. Guess I'll just sit and wait.
Looks like she beat us to it.
Well, what are we waiting for? Weapons at the ready!
To the hunt, sunshine snowshoes.
No, rejected!
We'll discuss it later.
have a proper goodbye, huh?
Save this for later. There. That's the last of Bergren's parts. Looks like you three are out of debt.
For now. Until Urkai breaks something else.
It was one time!
You make a nice shaman, Aloy. Thanks for lending a hand. Maybe we'll meet you in the Sundom sometime.
Once you get to the Sundom, what then? What's the next step?
We hunt like Nakoni wanted to hunt.
Nakoni had big dreams. A werak in which everyone pulls their weight and takes care of each other. No shamans, no chieftains, no need to pry the power out of anybody's hands.
Sounds like a lot of work.
But worth it, I think. And a fitting tribute to Nakoni. We can become the werak she always wished for.
You won't have me to strip your kills now. Are you three gonna be alright?
Doesn't look that hard, really. We'll be fine.
Great. He watches 3 successful harvests and he's suddenly a shaman.
When you get to Song's Edge, talk to Bergrund. If he can't teach you himself, he'll know someone who can.
Sure. And I bet he charges us for the introduction.
Thank you, Aloy. I'm sure we'll figure it out.
I guess this is goodbye. How does it feel, putting Banuk lands behind you?
The only thing I would have missed is already gone.
Let all those rotten Banor suck-ups freeze to death.
That's a little much, Urkai, don't you think? That's strange. What is it to be Banuk after Banur forsakes you? How do we decide who we are? How about you, Aloy? Who do you think we are? What will you remember of us?
You lost someone you care about. That leaves a wound. The sort of wound a lot of people don't recover from.
Yeah. I've got nothing but scars to show for it.
That's the point. Only survivor's scar. After everything you've been through, you keep going.
We're the Scars of the North.
Scars of the North. Sounds pretty tough, doesn't it?
Thank you, Aloy. It's a good name. One we'll honor.
Inatut. As we are bound by laws, you are bound by wire. Yet your crime was the act of killing. So we must drive you out. Away from the Werak. From protection. From our songs.
My chieftain. Kopalai. Am I not your favorite fighter? Do you not recognize me from this tooth you knocked out?
How many times have I pulled you from danger by your neck? Made excuses for your behavior? You are my favorite! But the shaman is decided. While you wait for exile, think on what brought you here.
A test of strength! Who among us would refuse a challenge from an outlander? Not I! But I did not kill him!
Hush, hush. You can tell your story to the ice.
I wonder what they'll trade for Blue Gleam.
I think the Conclave banished him.
Bergrand, how'd your investment pay out?
Quite handsomely, thanks very much. You know those three crazy Banuk are calling themselves the Scars of the North now? Well, now that I have those parts, I can pay off a debt of my own.
So they've gone south then?
Aye, that they have. I've got a friend in the Sundom by the name of O'Toole. He owes me a favor. Old O'Toole is a machine scavenger, a pretty competent one. So I sent them to learn from the best.
Or at least from the pretty competent.
Well, we work with the resources we have. Speaking of which, here, a token of my gratitude.
Anyone who lived through the Red Raids knows what it is to feel anger toward the Karja, but killing one of them?
Whoever does eventually kill the claws beneath. So, machines in the south suffer their own sort.
The Tallneck is no longer the landmark it once was. But I'm glad to see it moving again.
spend all day up on that.
Wear bright colors on the hunt to keep us going.
Sekuli's work is strange, but it is hers. She follows what I know. Fumes and cut. Some days it seems like blue light.
Trust Sekuli's instincts. I've never known one of her paintings.
These new Karja offer peace. You took Aratak's mantle.
It's mine now.
I would like to see that fight.
They said that you killed someone.
Perhaps I did. If even my chieftain accepts it, it must be so.
That's not the way it works for me. Want to tell me your story?
I did fight with the Karja hunter to settle a challenge. That much is true. He was strong and damn quick. We traded punches. Good punches. Hard punches. And the next thing I remember... gray morning light, and the Karja beside me, with his head broken open. But the blow was not by my hand.
Isn't your Werak supposed to support you? At least give you the benefit of the doubt?
When our Werak had cause to quarrel, I was a solution. To fight for its honor and win, they'd call on me. Or, when they needed someone to lose, for appearances, I could do that too. Now an Outlander is murdered without honor, all eyes are on me. I have become my Werak's shame.
They don't want an incident with the Karja, so you take the fall.
That is what I do best.
So everyone knows you started the fight with this man?
Of course. For honor, I'll fight anyone. If I wasn't bound, I'd fight to prove myself right now!
I don't think that would help you.
This is what I am. Each runner in the Werrick has a gift. I brawl. None can take a punch, a fall better than I can. Until this time, I was too drunk. We were grappling. He clapped my ears. I took one last swing as I went down, but not a killing blow. It can't have been.
And for your punishment, they'll exile you from the Werrick?
From warmth. March me up the slopes of the Cloud Shear, leave me stripped and exposed.
That's awful.
If I survive, the land has absolved me. That's the law. It must be accepted.
It's still awful.
I'm not stupid. I don't like my chances either. I can't fight a mountain.
I'll be honest. You haven't got a good defense, Initut.
I've heard that one before.
Where did the fight happen?
A clearing, just outside the Karja Outlanders camp. You should talk to them. They wouldn't hear me out. They say no one else could have been there, other than me and the dead man. The shaman consulted the signs in the snow and agreed.
I'll see what I can find out. And I'll be back.
I'll be here. What else am I gonna do? Until the Horn gives a call from my exile.
With their ridiculous ideas.
The Banuk might find this blue gloom stuff valuable.
The Sundom nearly fell to an assassin. Thank the sun she was there to stop him. It was Derval. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable. Heard the machines took down another freehold in the south. When will it end? How can we get so close to the Sun King? The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes. Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing? Our major errand is behind the Sometimes you just have to sit back, take a breath, and make the world go away. It was Derval. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable. Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. If I got my hands on Derval, there wouldn't be anything left of him for the Oseram to take. Go for a drink and a bite. Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes. He tried to kill the Sun King.
Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
An Oseram tries to kill the Sun King, and a Nora saves his life. I wouldn't believe it if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes.
Dervahl stormed the palace, and he still lives?
Dervahl stormed the palace, and he still lives?
It was Dervahl. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
Close to the Sun King. The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
The Oseram Guard
Huntress,
will be blaming
what business do you have with us?
I was asked to look into the murder of a Karja hunter. What happened?
It's plain as day. A drunk Banuk thug picked a fight with Ruas, struck him down from behind and stole his headdress.
The accused man says that he didn't do it.
You're not going to get anything useful out of the Banuk, whether they talk to you or don't. They gather up like cloaks in a chill wind every time a hunter dies out here. Won't even hand Ruas's killer over for a proper trial.
A proper trial?
To fill his mouth with salt, and hold him up for the sun to consider over days. If it is clement, it may only take his sight, or his wits.
So other Karja hunters have died in these lands before?
3, maybe 4 in the last few seasons. That's no surprise. This place punishes even the prepared, and many young nobles don't prepare. But usually the snow covers everything, and the bodies are never found. No thanks to the Banuk.
Do you think they're involved?
No. If it's not about their tribe, they don't want to get involved.
In these outlands, even the sun cannot thaw all it touches.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk much.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over. We made amends, but no. The land never forgets.
Snow and ice keep memory, they say.
It takes time for scars to heal.
You think I don't know that? I still bear the lashes for refusing one of the Mad King's sun priests. I was your age then.
Times of shadow. Times of shadow.
Doesn't sound like you trust the Banuk.
They're not without their reasons to keep apart from us. 10 years of reasons.
Always the war. The war is over.
It takes time.
You...
Where did you find Ruas's body?
There's no hunt, girl. Nothing to pick up.
Humor me. I'm a good tracker.
Down the rise to the west, there's a clearing. But a grazer herd couldn't have trampled it better. And if that barbarian gives up Ruas's headdress before they cast him out, let me know. It's valuable.
If I got my hands on Dervahl, there wouldn't be anything left of him for the Oseram to take.
We were sunless the day you came to Carterlands. How did he get so close to the Sun King? The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes. It was Dervahl. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing? Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
We're letting the Oseram decide what to do with him, but he tried to kill our Sun King. Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
How did he get so close to the Sun King? The The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes. It was Dervahl. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
The only justice Dervahl deserves is at the tip of a spear.
It was Dervahl. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable. Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing?
Lucky that the Nora was there to protect the Sun King. What on earth were the Vanguard doing? How did he get so close to the Sun King? The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
This cold isn't going to do the crops any good. We're letting the Oseram decide what to do with him? But he tried to kill our Sun King.
The only justice Dervahl deserves is at the tip of a spear.
Tired of being tired, that's for sure.
The only justice Dervahl deserves.
This is it. Snow's been disturbed a lot, like the Huntress said. Oh, here's something. Lots of leaves and bark scraped off here. And someone pulled out the branch? No. From climbing it. They came through the trees. Tracks. Heading up to that outcrop. If you were waiting here, you'd have a good view of the Karja camp and the clearing. Well, this is ominous. A dead end? Can't be. Someone covered this over. Maybe trying to hide. Karja armor. This looks bad.
It doesn't matter. The deed is done. Another Karja dead.
Someone's here!
Not Banuk. Then she won't be missed.
Get over here! She's coming!
All my kills, that's many things.
The deed is done. Another card gets cast. And a Banuk is up for it. A life for a card to life. That's war.
Get her!
The deed is done. Another card gets cast. And a Banuk is exiled for it. A life for a card to life.
Help me, maggots!
Ain't afraid to die. Ain't afraid. Time to... More where that came from.
You've been killing Karja. And for what? Revenge for the war?
Who gets to declare that one tribe no longer hates another? I'll tell you, not the ones who fought, not the ones whose songs are silenced. My kin.
For what you did, another Banuk has been sentenced to certain death. What about his song?
That's why you followed us. For that punch-drunk idiot Inatut. Fate is sharp today. They've already let him out to face his exile. Let's see who the gold claims first.
I need to go after Inatut. But I should find some more evidence first. got too much already. Trophies. Newer than the rest. Must have belonged to Ruas, so it was a Karja soldiers. Not that it's any excuse. Did they keep any clothes from their victims? This Karja gear's not warm, but if Inatut's naked on a snowfield, he'll take what he gets. Okay, time to get moving. right now. They go on forever.